Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's time for more Katawa Shoujo. I'm probably more excited for this than you are. I've been enjoying this game a lot, and it makes me sad when I don't play it for very long. Or when I have to wait so long in between play sessions. But anyway. Woohoo, more MA. Woohoo! More MA.
Ori Ruer Ware.
Ori Ruer Ware? I think you meant to say Ori Route when? Or actually, maybe that's, you said where. I don't know how you can confuse where with when, so I don't know what you were trying to say there. But, try it again, I guess. Oh, we have music on playing. We don't need that. Boop. We don't need two sets of music playing. No sir, no sirree. Kenji Route when? That's probably gonna be the last one. I'm not gonna lie. Are you ready, Ori? Am I ready for what? I saw you activate points to see how many points you have. I don't know if I like that. Yes, Angie is on though, as you can clearly see. You scare me. I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going. And look at you. You're even starting to amass some points. I can't... I think I've mentioned this before, but for anyone that's not aware, I'm currently in the middle of a redesign, and part of that redesign also includes a whole bunch of new redeems that I'm gonna have to manually create. So there's gonna be more you can do with your points at some point, and they're gonna cost more than just say. So, and clearly I apparently neutered Angie because she's not saying any of your emotes.
Underscore orange derp. Orange
Never
derp.
mind.
Underscore derp.
God
derp
damn it.
Underscore orange thinking.
I just
orange
had
thinking.
to speak.
Underscore thinking.
I spoke
Thinking
too
underscore Orange
soon.
smile. Orange smile. Underscore smile. Smile underscore orange burn.
This is
burn.
karma.
Underscore burn.
This is
burn
terrible
underscore
karma.
orange s mug. Orange s mug. Underscore smug. Smug underscore orange concern. Orange concern. Underscore concern. Concern underscore orange dance.
We're almost halfway
orange
there.
Dance. Underscore dance.
Oh, actually, we're over halfway
Dance
there.
underscore orange Doro shock.
She's getting faster
Orange
at
Doro
saying this,
shock.
I swear.
Underscore Doro shock. Doro shock underscore orange Doro knife. Orange Doro knife. Underscore Doro knife. Doro knife underscore orange Doro. Orange Doro. Underscore Doro. Doro.
Thank you, Stern, for your lovely contributions to the channel. Anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's get back into it. Where were we? We were at the first morning after. What an ominous title. A night of restlessness has left me feeling fairly groggy this morning, and listening to Stern redeem that say has left me feeling quite upset. Listen, Chaotic's stupid, so I gotta do this. I've noticed the events of the previous day keep intruding upon my mind.
My point are massive just like my.
Just like your what? Finish the sentence. Just like your what? Oh, I feel like you distracted me. I was getting to like a sensitive line here, and you distracted me. The memory of how Emmy felt
Just
against...
like my carrot.
Shut up! We're having a moment! The memory of how Emmy felt against me. The memory of our wrestling
Overwhelming
match.
superiority
God
over
damn
Ori.
it! I'm gonna have to turn off Angie just so that I can play this game. And most bothersome, the memory of her nightmare. She was in so much pain. I can't stop wondering what it must be like for her to wake up with nobody there. Wrestling match in quotation marks. The funny part is it actually just was. Well, not really, actually. It was play fighting, that's what it was. But wrestling Not like that kind of wrestling. It's a different kind of wrestling, if you catch my drift. The shower shocks me awake with hot water. Awake, but still worried. What will happen today? Will things just go back to normal? End of the episode, back to the status quo. There was a connection yesterday, something that nearly pushed us past the boundaries of normal friendship. Would that have been so bad? The fact that you had to phrase it like that says a lot about you, buddy. My mind goes back to the look in Emmy's eyes after our pillow fight. It almost seemed like she was daring me to go on. Almost. But I can't know for sure. Anyway, the truck captain's probably first in her affections. Dude, come on! But even as I say that, my mind is already snorting derisively. I'm just looking for an excuse, a reason for everything to go wrong. At least he's acknowledging that. Hey, Puck, welcome. A reason not to try, or to not try. It's not as if I've ever even. I've just started and I'm already fumbling everything. It's not as if I've even seen the two of them together outside of track practice. And clearly he's never visited. Emmy said as much herself. If they were close, surely he'd visit. I'm such a wuss. I ought to just go for it anyway. Damn the consequences. Alright, let's go, Hisao. You're learning. I'm so proud of you, buddy. That's what Emmy would do. I think. Hell, I know that's what she'd do. Which is partially why I'm convinced there's no interest on her end. She hasn't acted either. Maybe because of this track captain.
Next on the list, Fate Stay Night.
Maybe, we'll see. It's possible she's got a bit of an unrequited crush thing going on. But who would be able to clarify their relationship? Sure as hell can't be Emmy. She'd probably just laugh and ask what I wanted to know. And I'm not ready to answer that yet. Rin would probably just give me some cryptic answer or something. And then with my luck, she'd just ask Emmy, who would ask me why I wanted to know, and I've already covered that problem. I wonder, could I get away with asking the nurse? He seems pretty protective of Emmy. I'm sure he'd know if something was up. And he owes me for not letting Emmy know he forgot to tell me about her being ill, so he'll keep quiet. He's also probably cheering you on, dude. He saw that hug. What if he asks me why I want to know, though? I can shake him off. Just say I'm curious as a friend. He'll buy that, won't he? Of course. That's settled then. After the run, I'll talk to him while Emmy's waiting outside the office. This is a really convoluted way of doing this, dude. You said it yourself. Just ask her out, bro. Consequences be damned. There's no sign of Emmy when I arrive at the track. Is she still too ill? I decide to give her 10 minutes. I'm a little early, and she was ill yesterday, so if she takes a while to show up, it shouldn't be surprising. Still, I'd hate to just waste my time, so I occupy myself by stretching and pacing back and forth anxiously. What if I went too far yesterday? What if she doesn't come back because she's embarrassed? What if... You're early again, Hisao. Hi, Emmy. I'm impressed. Just like that, I feel some of the tension leaving my body. Emmy seems to be bright and cheerful as usual, with no sign that she was even ill the other day. Much less had her less than restful sleep. Still, I have to ask. Sleep well last night? It's just a throwaway question. Small talk. The sort of thing people ask someone they bump into in the cafe while getting their morning coffee. But not for us. At least, not for me. I don't know if Emmy realizes that I'm actually concerned about how well she slept last night, but the question does give her pause. After a short moment of what seems like her genuinely pondering this, she nods. Yep, sure did. Was it because of me? Did I actually help? Did I do a good thing? Or are you just saying that to get me to stop asking questions? Good to hear. Emmy grins and begins warming up. So, ready to begin? Pfft, am I ready? Of course I'm ready. I was born ready. Emmy laughs at my bravado, and we take off running. I keep a steady pace the whole time, breathing steadily. I still feel dead at the end, but at least I don't gasp like a fish out of water now. I don't remember having it last time. What did they do again? The hug? No, the hug was even earlier. Last time, Emmy was sick, so we stopped by her room. Had a little friendly pillow fight, some friendly wrestling, and then she fell asleep on top of us. And by us, I mean Hisao. Don't get any weird ideas. Emmy is positively beaming after the run today. Nice job, Hisao. You're improving. You'll be half as fast as me in no time. Half. Wrestling, huh? We've been over this. It wasn't like that. The last line is delivered with a teasing grin that I've grown all too used to. Oh, how exciting. Emmy begins to run her sprints while I take a cool-down lap. She's really pushing herself today. Yeah, she's got to make up for not being here yesterday, buddy. By the time I'm done with my lap, she's laying across one of the bleachers, looking exhausted. Goodness, not pushing it a little too much today, are you? You did just have a cold, you'll recall. Emmy gives an annoyed snort and sits up. Bah! I'm just trying to make up for lost time, that's all. I said that. I went twice as hard today, you know. A good run always gets the kinks out, you know? The kinks. Clears the mind, too. Oh? Emmy nods vigorously. Yep, it's a great outlet for that sort of thing. She does not explain further, and I don't ask. I suspect I know the real reason she went so hard today. Being sick had nothing to do with it. Something's bothering her. Maybe the nightmare, maybe something else. But it's not my place to pry. She'd tell me if she wanted me to know. I'm sure that comes in handy. Ori is horny for the feetless girl. That's my wife! You sick fuck. You have no idea. The sincerity in her voice confirms my suspicion. The only problem is, even though I know she'd tell me if she wanted me to know, I still want to know. Something on your mind, then? Emmy doesn't seem surprised by my question. Instead, she shrugs. Ah, you're picking that up from Rin, ain't ya? Nah, it's nothing worth getting worried about. She seems as if she's trying to convince herself as much as she's convincing me. I open my mouth to ask if yesterday is responsible for her current state of mind, but think better of it. Too much risk of her taking the question the wrong way. Besides, I'm not even sure myself what to think about yesterday. Really, I can only get about as far as how it felt to have Emmy sleeping next to me before my brain shuts down. Having her before me now, covered in sweat and looking wryly at me, she's making it difficult to think. Hisao, you horny boy! Ring, 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 ring. Yeah, I hear you. We'd better hurry to see the nurse. We're running short on time. Aren't we always? Emmy laughs at this, a dry chuckle that seems most un-Emmy-like. Too true. For a brief moment, she looks old, worn down by some old hurt. But just like yesterday, I can almost see her shouldering the burden and straightening up slightly. And then she's back to being Emmy again. Come on then, Hisao, race ya. No, no, please! With a sudden smile, she darts off. Hey, no fair! I take off after her, knowing I won't catch her, but not caring. Even if there's no chance of catching her, I'll still run after her. Emmy's waiting for me at the door as I arrive. Well, well, look who's finally shown up. Yeah. Enjoy your victory while you can. Emmy grins as the nurse pokes his head out of the door. Well, there you are. Listen, Hisao, if you want to win in a race against her, right? I'll tell you what you gotta do. You gotta wake up early in the morning, right? As you're doing a pretty good job. You're making it to the track before Emmy. And then all you gotta do is just take her prosthetics. She won't be able to catch you then. Oh, I gotta fix. I just realized something about the overlay. I gotta fix that real quick. Boop. There you go. That's better. Come on in, Hisao. And what has become a familiar routine by now, he checks my blood pressure and my heart rate. A bit fast today, isn't it? Yeah, I kind of raced Emmy here. Oh, hey, wing nurse. Oh, yeah, wing nurse. It's our boy. The nurse laughs. That's never a good idea. He leans in to whisper to me in a conspiratory manner. I don't know if you've heard, but Emmy's a bit of a track star. I reel back in mock surprise. Gasp! You don't... What? Really? She never mentioned it before. The two of us share a laugh. Did she do okay today? Cold seemed to bother her? Why don't you ask her? He rolls his eyes in exasperation. Of course I'm going to ask her too, but she'll tell me that she didn't have any problems regardless of whether or not she did. So I'm asking you because you're her friend and would probably tell me if she had trouble today. When he puts it that way, it makes a lot of sense. She seemed pretty good today, if a little more tired than usual. She was already feeling better when I dropped by yesterday, so I'm not that surprised. Alright, prediction time. Nurse is gonna start probing into that statement. You dropped by yesterday? What did you say? What did you do? Did you bring her anything? Did you bring her a gift, perhaps? A get well soon card, maybe? Maybe something a little more personal? Dropped by? The nurse nods, though I notice he tenses slightly when I mention yesterday's visit. Well, that's good to hear. I figured it was just a 24-hour thing. Emmy tends to recover quickly from colds and the like. Or maybe I'm wrong. Come on, nurse. Come on, nurse. Wingman with me here. We gotta get his cell set up. Hey, speaking of Emmy. Dropped by, not dropped in. Are she in the track captain? Well, you know. Dude, you are not subtle at all. Hisao, man. Hisao, my boy. A look of suspicion crosses his face. Oh, wow. Why do you ask? Well, it's just that they seem kind of close, and I was just curious, you know, as a friend. As a friend. And I never ask her because that would be kind of embarrassing. So far, so good. Now to really sell it. Besides, I think they'd make a cute couple. Oh my god. The nurse laughs. Well, I don't suppose you're the first to think that. But I think I can say with some certainty that the two of them will never do anything like that. Certainty? Yep. Not that I can tell you, of course. Confidentiality and all that. Yeah, right. You're just like holding a secret over my head. Hisao was the biggest obstacle to himself. That is so true. That too. Right, get out of here. I am a busy man, you know. I roll my eyes at his last statement and head out the door, motioning to Emmy to go in. The whole time, I'm trying to keep from doing a celebratory dance. The two of them will never do anything like that. That's precisely the sort of thing I wanted to hear. I'm half tempted to make some sort of move on Emmy right now, but I think the nurse would probably disapprove. Besides, I still don't know exactly how Emmy feels about me. I mean, it's obvious she cares about me as a friend, but something more than that? Can't be certain. Even so, I can't help but feel hopeful. I just need to figure out a good time to tell Emmy exactly how I feel. That puzzle should keep me occupied for the rest of the day, at least. The rooftop is completely deserted. Normally, I could count on Rin to be up here before me, but she's strangely absent. She probably picked up Emmy's cold. I wonder if she decided to accompany Emmy to the cafeteria for once. That seems pretty unlikely, but it's all I can think of right now. Part of me wants to go back to look for Rin, but a larger part of me is too pleased with the way the sun feels on my skin to care. He's like, look at our boy, look at Hisao, he's growing up, he's touching grass, he's going outside, he's feeling the sun's rays on his skin, and he likes it. Oh, he's grown up. I pick idly at my lunch while I wait for Emmy and Rin to show up. It does not take long for me to hear the sounds of someone coming up the stairs. I wait until the door begins to open before talking. Took you long enough. Kept me waiting, huh? The two of you are... Huh? Well, that's odd. The only person standing in the doorway is Emmy, who looks mildly confused. Unlike you, he touched grass. I touch grass all the time! I'm touching grass right now! No, I'm not. What do you mean, huh? It's me, you know, Emmy. We run in the mornings. She grins and I feel my heart jump slightly in my chest at the sight. Yes, I knew that. I'm just confused. Where's Rin? Emmy's grin is replaced by a rather guilty-looking expression. Yeah, she gave it a cold. Yeah, about that. I kind of, sort of, gave her my gold. Oh dear. Am I at risk too? It would make sense, after all. I mean, I were in close contact the other day. So what did she and Rin do that got her ill? Oh, Rin just, as her roommate, Rin naturally would have been around her longer. That's really all there is to it, buddy. You also just managed to get lucky. Steady on, old lad. Don't go down that road. Rin's just probably got a worse immune system than me. Emmy seems shocked by my comment, like she hadn't considered that before. I hope not. I'll feel terrible if you get ill because of me, Sao. Oh man, I think I feel a fever coming on. Emmy looks horrified and then quickly shifts into a more angry expression. Sao, you stop getting sick this instant. I won't have it. Impulsively, she seizes me by the collar. She's gonna lift me up and throw me to the ground. Are you listening to me, Sao's immune system? Get your ass in gear. I give a smart salute. Duly noted, ma'am. Emmy steps back and nods, satisfied. Good work, soldier. You are not allowed to you're not allowed to miss any of our morning runs, after all. But you missed a morning run. Emmy crosses her arms and looks at me haughtily. Yes, but that's a special case. It was me, not you. That's not an explanation at all. Emmy looks flabbergasted. You're kidding, right? That explanation makes perfect sense. No, it doesn't. It's a blatant double standard. These women... Where's Kenji when you need him? I don't see what that has to do with anything. Oh, fine. Emmy seems pleased by her victory. Anyway, is Rin gonna be okay? She's not terribly ill, right? Emmy shakes her head. Nope, she'll be fine. I got her some cold medicine. That should help her. Although I probably should have made sure she didn't try to take them all at once. She's done it before, you know. Somehow, I don't find this all that surprising. I doubt Rin is one to pay attention to maximum dosages and such. You should probably check in on her later then, just to make sure. Emmy shrugs. I'll stop by after practice. She'll be fine until then. I nod, figuring that line of conversation is over. The only problem is, I don't know what else to talk about. So... You got any more track meets coming up? This is a terribly roundabout way of trying to see if she's free on the weekend. If she's free, then maybe I can ask her out on a date or something. Not bad. Well, assuming I can get myself to actually form the words. Assuming I get the balls to do it. Emmy shakes her head. Nah, not for another couple weeks, I think. The season's winding down. Oh yeah, I came in right in the middle of things, didn't I? Does that mean exams are coming up soon? I should probably look into that. What do you do on weekends if there's not a meet? The return of the Emmy streams? Technically, the Emmy streams never left. I just haven't done them in a week. I just haven't played this game in a week. And it's been eating away at me the whole time. I don't know. I might have to do Katawa Shoujo with more frequency if I'm gonna get through all the routes. But who knows? Maybe this will just be a fun little marathon stream. You should be playing it every day. Boy, I wish I could, but I have other commitments to do. Realistically, if you want to talk like channel growth and doing what's best for the channel, I should be playing games that I can more easily turn into videos for content. And I have no clue how to do that with this game. How am I supposed to make a compilation of this video? You need to be able to follow the plot to know the story. Otherwise, you're just listening to me talk to myself for hours at a time. That's hard to make into content, you know. But like, content be damned. I want to play this game. This game's fun. Screw those commitments. Yeah, that's right. We're here for Katawa Shoujo. Woohoo! Anyway, back to the point. An eyebrow goes up and Emmy gets a teasing look on her face. You're awfully inquisitive today, aren't you? I shrug and hope it looks casual. I feel like she's trying to egg him on. Come on, Emmy! I believe in you! Get that man! Just making conversation. I don't know what it's like to be a track star after all. Poof, flattery. She waves a hand idly. I'm not actually that good, you know. You just so happen to see me on a good day is all. You liar. Yeah. But humility is the sign of a good athlete. At least that's what my dad used to say. Oh, damn it, Hisao! How did she manage to go down the one dialogue path that makes her sad? She shrugs and tries unsuccessfully to hide the rather troubled expression her face has taken on. Hey, what's up? You seem bothered by something. Man. Ugh. Emmy starts to deny it, then sighs in defeat. Wonder if she's too tired from being sick to get herself to deny it like usual. Or if she actually just trusts me enough at this point to open up. Well, you remember last night? Oh boy, does he! Do I ever! I settle for nodding, however. That's not the first time that's happened to me. Actually, I get them kind of... She pauses, as if it suddenly occurred to her what she's doing. It's almost like she's breaking some sort of personal rule here. But she starts up again, choosing her words carefully. Well, not often, but... on occasion. It's just been one of those weeks where that happens. A sigh escapes her and she looks terribly frustrated. I reach over and give her a hug, which, unlike last time, doesn't seem to shock her. Instead, she seems to relax as my arms wrap around her. We stay that way for a while. Hey, you know I was serious last night. You really can talk to me if stuff like this is bothering you. It's always difficult to do this sort of thing solo, you know? Yeah, hugging people without another person is quite difficult, Isao. Yep, That's definitely what he meant. Emmy smiles and breaks the embrace, but stays leaning on my shoulder. Thanks, Isao. I'll be fine, I think. I can already see her reassembling herself, getting ready to bottle it all up again. Guess that topic's closed now. So hey, giving any more thought to that career survey? Nah, hugging yourself is easy. Then do it! Do it right now! Go on, hug yourself! You should hug yourself now! I just did. You're goddamn right! Can't say I have. I don't tend to plan very far ahead, you know. Although I suppose I could at least start looking into college, huh? I shrug. I suppose, unless you were serious about that pirate thing. Last I checked, pirates didn't have much need for universities. Unless there's like a pirate university out there somewhere. Emmy giggles and starts to look a little like her old self, but there's a new element to her expression. Impish, that's how I describe it. Emmy looks impish, looking up at me with her head nestled into my shoulder. Would you come with me if I ran off to be a pirate? Yes, Emmy! Yes, I would! Of course! Who in their right mind would pass up an opportunity to be pirates with you? Let's go steal some shit, Emmy! Woohoo! Well, when you put it that way, I'm not sure. She giggles again. I notice that my heart seems to have sped up. It's probably due to Emmy's proximity to me. That hint of strawberries again. Dude, this guy's gonna be walking in a grocery store. He's gonna just smell some strawberries and he's gonna pop a word I probably can't stay on stream. I can't help but grin as I gaze down at her. She's happy again. Hey, Hisao. If you're gonna kiss me, you should probably do it soon. I think the lunch bell is about to ring. Oh, let's go, Emmy. She don't need no wingman. She's got this all locked down by herself. And that's why she's best girl. I haven't met much of the other girls yet, so I can't actually say for certain. But so far, I like Emmy. In case the title of this video didn't give that away. Damn, Emmy. Well, we know who wears the pants in the relationship here, which is... Yep. My thoughts grind to a sudden halt. I'm pretty sure my mouth is hanging open in shock. All I can manage is a strangled, huh? This amuses Emmy even more. You were thinking about it, weren't you? She sits up, bringing her face level with mine. I'd probably enjoy it, you know. Damn, she's good. You're a really... Well... She briefly composes herself, looking like she's about to say something important. If you hadn't figured it out by now, I think I've developed a bit of a crush on you. She's honest. She's so honest. She's so sweet. gonna have to do something about that. You need to take responsibility, young man. Come on, MC. You're getting out-rizzed here. Right? This time, her grin short-circuits several important thought processes. At some point, I turn toward her, and at another point, her arms move to around my neck. She's gonna strangle me! And at yet another, my arms wrapped around her waist. I'll be damned if I could tell precisely when that happened. Unfortunately, she's, too short. I can't quite reach her with my lips. So, this is a little awkward. Emmy Charisma's probably 18 plus. 18 plus, eh? That's a rather specific number, isn't it? Frankly, if you're speaking in specifically D&D terms, specifically 5e terms, I'd say you could probably give her at least a 12 or a 14, and it'd be way more than Hisao, because he is not very charismatic.
F-E.
God damn it. God dang it. Come on, Wing of Chill. You broke Angie. She's not even saying the right word. Emmy doesn't have feet. God damn it. I'm just waiting at this point. Did you actually break her? She's still going. Angie? Angie, are you okay? Angie?
E.T.
Oh, okay. Whew. You worried me there for a second, Angie. Are you okay? Breathe, breathe. You had a long word there. Yes, 10 is the norm. 10 is considered average in any stat in D&D. Well, 5e at least. 10 is considered normal. So he's probably below 10. At least it's not the Doro one. Yeah. Wait, no, don't say that. You're gonna just give him ideas. No. Anyway, let's get back to kissing Emmy, right? Because at the moment, there's only a voice in the back of my head yelling at me to kiss her. I look into Emmy's eyes. There it is.
_ orange Doro
God
shock.
damn it!
Orange Doro shock. _ Doro shock. Doro shock _ orange Doro knife. Orange Doro knife. _ Doro knife. Doro knife _ orange Doro. Orange Doro. _
Do you think this is
Doro.
funny?
Doro.
Do you think this is funny? Punk? We're having a moment here. The thing I saw yesterday on the bed. It's there again. Yeah, Emmy's right here. She's been here the whole time. She was on the... Yep. It suddenly strikes me that she's worried that I'll reject her. What a silly worry for her to have. Woo! Yeah! Yeah, every sound effect at once! Woo! I'm here, what I missed. Yeah. Let's go! Nothing is what you missed. Woo! Her lips taste faintly of strawberries. She leans into the kiss, and her arms tighten around the back of my head, making sure that I don't pull away. Not that there was any danger of that. There's a churning feeling in my gut. The world falls away. It's just me and her and this bench and this lunch that's getting cold over in the corner. My arms tighten, drawing her waist close. I ruined it. I stumbled. My arms tighten, drawing her waist closer, entranced by the feel of her. I inhale her scent, my mind trying desperately to memorize everything about how she tastes, how she smells, how she feels, and one word comes to my mind. It's just strawberries. It's strawberries. It's strawberries all the way down. The ringing of the bell snaps us both back to reality. Snap back to reality! And we break the kiss. Emmy's cheeks are slightly flushed, and she seems to be catching her breath. In her defense, so am I. We stand there for a few moments, trying to wrap our heads around what we've just done. Emmy is the first to break the silence.
Hisao could kiss a strawberry and nothing would change for him.
It would be the same feeling. So, want to grab dinner after I'm done with practice? What a coincidence. I was about to ask you the same thing. No, you weren't, Hisao. But you know what? We'll give you credit for it this time. Never mind. Why would I even bother? Well, actually, I suppose it was going to be some kind of proper date on the weekend or something, but the thought was there, I think. Strawberry route, yeah. Emmy gives me a playful shove. Yeah, right. She's so smart. You were still in shock from how incredibly awesome I am at kissing. Oh, don't say that. You're going to make him think that you've kissed so many other boys now. We begin to head down the stairs back to our respective classrooms. Hey, I didn't see you talking immediately afterwards either. That I didn't. See you after practice, Hisao. She leans in quickly and gives me a quick kiss in the middle of the hallway, sending me into another brief state of mental freefall. As I head into my classroom, a giggling Misha greets me. Why, Hee-chan, you romantic you! Did you confess on the rooftop? Did you? Actually, I think it was the other way around. This sends Misha into a fresh fit of laughter. Young love is so unpredictable, isn't it? This being Misha, I suppose I should have expected her to tease me over this. I guess. You know, Hisao is just red in the face. He is strawberries now. He's been infected by Emmy, and this man will be strawberry by the end of the day. Before I can really respond, Muto's enter the room, and Misha skips off to her seat, giggling all the while. I suspect that I'll get a lot of that sort of conversation now, especially seeing as how Emmy kissed me right in the middle of the hall. Hisao's face looks like a strawberry. But somehow, I don't care about that. For the first time since arriving here, my heart feels light. Act 3. Perspective. I like how the act is called perspective, and then the art is a perspective shot of. It's pretty nice. It's pretty good. My head's in a spin all through Muto's class. I'm gonna have dinner with Emmy, who wants to be my girlfriend, no less. A date, and then she kissed me. And prom's tomorrow. That kiss, I keep having to go back. I keep going back to it. Playing it over and over and over in my mind again and again. Everything about that moment felt so right. My mind drifts off, lost in thoughts of Emmy. Kai.
Soon we can a salad with all sort of fruit and veggies. Like carrots and strawberry.
Stern. You and your carrots! I'm being bullied by carrots! The nurse is gonna go ballistic later. You think he saw? You think he saw peering out from his window? You think he gets a good view of the roof? You think you could see him? And he's like, oh yeah, that's my boy. And by that I mean, that's my girl, because he knows that he sounds too chicken shit to do anything on his own. Nakai? Nakai, hello? Seems like I've drifted a bit too far. Huh? What? God, you've contracted some kind of amnesia. Someone get the nurse. The class chuckles at Mato's antics. Sorry, sir. Won't happen again and all that, right? Exactly. Mato brightens considerably. Well, lovely to hear. I'd hate to have my star pupil slacking off after all. I've been doing well, but I hardly qualify as a star pupil, I think. I'm fairly certain that this class is the sort that everyone does well in. It's just memorizing formulas. True to my word, I managed to pay attention for the rest of the class.
So if Emmy is the strawberry girl, does that make Lily the carrot girl? I heard that carrots help with eyesight.
No, you can't say that. Sure, why not? I can't believe you people. Nakai, may I have a word with you? I wonder if I'm in trouble for earlier. Sure. Am I in trouble? Yes, terribly so. We're gonna have to amputate your leg. Wait. Muto looks genuinely confused for a moment. Beg your pardon? He tilts his head to one side and thinks for a moment. Oh, that!
As the one guy who has Lily as Fav, I approve.
No. You're not in any sort of trouble. Stern is, though. There's just a question I want to ask you. What's that? Did you kiss Emmy on the rooftop? Nothing terrible. I was just wondering what your plans for after graduation are. Are you going to university? Yeah, I guess. Can't really see a reason not to go. Given any thought to what you'll study? Not really, no. I figure I'll come up with something when I get there. Muto laughs. Taking things as they come, eh? I'd argue against it, but that's how I did things when I went to university. It's also kind of how I did things too. Well, not really. I knew I'd go into a science, I just wasn't sure which one. I ended up with physics, but could just as well have gone for astronomy or what have you. Actually, I did go to chemistry first, but there were all sorts of things. Muto trails off and frowns slightly. It takes a minute for him to recover his train of thought, and I wait patiently for him to continue. So, anyways, I did a lot of physics as well, because I had an interest in that, but I wasn't sure if it was for me. So I went back to chemistry, and here we are. Yes? He smiles at me enthusiastically, as if waiting for me to confirm that yes, here is where we are. Somehow I get the feeling that Muto had a plan for this conversation, but I'll be damned if I can figure it out. I'm sorry, I'm not following you. Muto frowns and rubs his chin a bit, looking perplexed. He then snaps his fingers as if he's remembered what the point of all this was. Right! Yes, you! Me? Yes, you should look into studying one of the sciences. You're fantastic at it. Unless you'd rather just go into math. Muto makes a sour face. Not a big fan of straight math. I always like the experiments more than the proofs. You're saying I should study science at university? Muto seems thrown off.
Are you good at hand-holding physics?
Hand-holding physics? Hand-holding physics? Now I'm curious. What is hand-holding physics? Are we talking like the thermodynamics of hand-holding? In which case, I might be interested. Tell me more. Go on. I'm waiting. Enlighten me. Anyway, that's enough of that bit. Muto seems thrown off balance by my question. Well, sort of. You could also join the science club. Trouble is, there's not actually a science club. But there could be. You can even be a charter member. A founding father. Of course, you'd need to find other members. Well, only if you wanted to. But we could just start it up with the two of us. And, I could give you things to read, and we could talk about them. And I could help you get ready for university and such as well. Wait! Muto rummages around in his briefcase and tosses me a book. Read that. If it's interesting, then we can talk about it. A Brief History of Time. I don't know if I actually want to read this, but Muto seems pretty excited about it. What's it about? Read the cover, man! It's a brief history of time! Time, space-time, black holes, wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff and such. And it's not that dense, just to see if that's sort of the thing that's interesting for you, you understand? Muto is actually a very good teacher in my mouth. No, he seriously is. He is... Listen, this discussion is him saying he is legitimately interested in the academic success of one of his students. And he is going out of his way to help that student discover something he might enjoy. And also give him the help he needs to succeed in that. He is a good guy. Hang around after class and we can either discuss it, or I can show you how to make explosives in the lab. And there he is. He's perfect. He knows what he's doing. I want to make explosives. Are you kidding me? He waves a hand at my quizzical expression. Joking, sorry. Never mind, Mato's worst guy. Still, I've kept you here long enough for now. Go kiss your girlfriend or whatever. Think about science as a career path, Nakai. I think you'd enjoy it. Okay, I will. Thank you for the book. I leave the classroom and look up at the clock. Quite a chunk of time to kill until Emmy's out of practice. Guess I'll give this book a look. I should probably shower as well. And prepare for my date. I head back to the dorms. I say that because a lot of people on the internet saying that he's a bad teach. I don't see it, but I also haven't played the entire game yet. But no, he doesn't seem like a bad guy at all. He actually seems invested in his students' education, and that's a trait not a whole ton of teachers have. Believe me, I've seen some terrible teachers. I wonder where I'm supposed to meet Emmy anyway. She said after practice, but she didn't say where I should find her. I guess I can just swing by the track. That's probably best anyway. If she needs a shower, I can just wait for her in her room or something. Get sick from Rin or something, you know? Or in the hallway, I guess. That would be better as well. Take a quick shower, remembering to take my medication once I hop out. So you looked yourself in the mirror. Dun, dun, dun. Now, for a look at this book. I wake with a start. Shit, what time is it? Glance at the clock reveals that I've been asleep for nearly an hour. Thank goodness. Emmy's practice should be finishing up soon. I throw on some casual clothes and head for the track. Somehow I get the feeling we won't be doing anything fancy for dinner. Emmy doesn't strike me as a very fancy sort of person. Still, I suppose there's a lot I have yet to learn about Emmy. Despite our newfound closeness, I still don't feel like I know her as well as I should. Ah well, I have lots of time to fix that. I don't like that sounds like a red flag to me. I don't know about you. To be honest, I'm looking forward to getting to know her more. Also, is it just me or has this game not had any music for a while? Should I turn on music? I assume you don't want to just listen to just my voice. Let's turn on some light music. I'll make it pretty low. I'll lower the volume a bit. How's that sound? Is that good? Is that low enough? I should probably set up audio ducking so that it gets lower when the... Now the like music was normal. Yeah, okay. Your voice is music to our hats, dear Overlord. I'm glad to hear. Actually, a little bit, because I am somewhat conscious about my own voice. That's always been the hardest thing for me to listen to in my recordings, is listening to myself. I'm getting better at it, though. I'm starting to enjoy listening to my own voice more. It's quite nice, actually. But anyway, let's continue. I'm so caught up in my own thoughts that I hardly register that I'm already at the track. Your voice raised my camera. Emmy is nowhere to be found. I don't even see any signs of the track team. This could be embarrassing. I turn to head towards the girls' dormitory when I hear a shout. Hey, Hisao! Stern, no! Stern, yes! I turn around to see Emmy make a beeline for me with a gym bag slung over her shoulder. She's changed into some decidedly more casual clothing, a pair of shorts and an olive green top. Her running blades have been replaced by more realistic looking legs that probably wouldn't fool anyone. Emmy doesn't seem to care about that, a fact which makes me smile. Hey, you came! I sure did! I mean, I figured you would, but still, we almost didn't. KS's music on right now. You're right. We'll get rid of the other music. Boop. I'm probably never going to remember to toggle that on and off, so it's probably going to be off the rest of the stream. But anyway, I suddenly find myself wrapped in a rather affectionate hug, and it proves to be impossible for me to keep what must be the world's largest grin off my face. Hello, Orange. Hello, Trallin. Hello. Well, of course I came. The jokes write themselves. I'd be crazy not... Nope. Be mature. Be mature, Ori. For once in your life. don't take the low-hanging fruits for jokes. Emmy ponders for a moment. You know, that's true. I mean, I am pretty amazing after all. I shrug in response. I certainly think so. Ah, smooth, Hisao. It's an offhand remark, which is why I'm surprised to see that it seems to have caught Emmy by surprise. No, Hisao. Give yourself some credit for that one. That was a good one. She blushes and smiles warmly at me before planting a kiss on my lips. She really likes kissing. Now it's my turn to be surprised. Emmy steps back, resting her weight on her back heel, looking pleased with herself. My brain fumbles for an appropriate response. I should compliment you more often. Emmy laughs and gives me a playful shove. Jerk. I throw an arm around Emmy's shoulders, and am pleased when she immediately leans into me as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Are you gonna return to Minecraft? I need to, actually. Hold on a second. Casual, orange distraction. 1 second, I gotta find that file. No, not that one. There it is. Yeah, there you go. Observe! I got a custom Minecraft skin for the new model. Isn't it cute? It's got a little hat on it. You can't see it very well in the showcase, but these little white pixels, they make up the eyes and mouth, and you got a cute little hat. it's great. Anyway. So yeah, I really do need to get back into Minecraft, because I have a custom skin now! I gotta do that. I just haven't been able to find time to put it on the schedule. Today, I had to do Katawa Shoujo because I really wanted to. We have to do Limbness because we missed it last week, so I have to do it this week. I got Code Vein with Suna on Friday, which is gonna be like every single Friday until we're done with the game. That's gonna take a while. And then of course I got more Moemon. That's 4 days already. I don't have any time to fit Minecraft in. I think going forward, I'm gonna start trying to turn Limbus streams. I think we'll swap between doing Limbus and Moemon every other week or something. Something like that. Or maybe we'll just do one of them every now and again, because for Limbus Company specifically, I want to start making videos for every single Kanto, and when I say making videos for every single Kanto, I mean hiring somebody else to make a video while I work on other things. Also, you just change the day when you do Limbus. It's main day. I thought you said it was Wednesday was main day, not Thursday. Try to react to something on YouTube on a live stream. Nah, I don't act like that. Drunk carrot stream when? Not again. Like I said, don't expect that to become a habit. It was fun last time, but I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be often. It's not gonna be often. Otherwise, it loses its charm if I do drunk streams too much. Worst case, we shall see. Yeah, I mean, if I messed up what day the maintenance was and it actually is Thursday and not Wednesday, then it is what it is. And I don't know. We'll play more Katawa Shoujo on Thursday. Woohoo! If it's gonna be main day, it will become a KS stream. Exactly. So there's not really a losing situation here. Damn it, my electricity went off. What I miss? Oh no! When did your electricity turn off? I mean, I believe you said you've already played this game, so I'm pretty sure you can probably tell where we are just based on this. Katawa Shoujo to ease the pains. Hisao kissed strawberries. Yes, that's where we're at. We're on a date with Emmy. Finally. I'm so proud of Hisao. He did nothing. Emmy did all the work. After the kissing, he talked to me. He said, "Oh, okay, so you really didn't miss anything, man. We haven't gone far at all." We got distracted. Chat distracted me. Now I gotta get back. I gotta get back to the game and focus. So, where to? I'm not actually sure. I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far. Where do people go on dates around here anyway? That's a damned good question. I don't know. I just got here. Why don't we just head down to the Aura Mart and grab something portable? Emmy's face brightens at this idea. A picnic! I think you're onto something, Hisao. Emmy snakes her arm around my waist and we begin to head for the front gate. I'm entirely unsure of what I'm meant to do in this situation, but at least Emmy seems to be equally clueless. Despite the relaxing feeling of being with Emmy, I still can't help feeling a little tense. What if I do something wrong? I hate to make an ass out of myself. The trip to the Aura Mart is accompanied by Emmy's chatter and about how practice went. I keep quiet for the most part, merely enjoying the warmth of being around Emmy. And apparently Emmy being around me, because she likes hugging. We get a few odd looks from passerbys, but I don't mind. I don't know necessarily if those looks are for you, Hisao. They might be questioning her legs. I guess if you live in this area, you're probably used to the disabled kids from the school. 7-Eleven is the best dating spot. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it could be. It could be. We wind up buying some bread and instant noodles. Oh, I just realized something. I don't need this on right now. This is just in the way. Boop. Wind up buying some bread and instant noodles, realizing too late that we cannot actually cook the latter in the park. Oh well. I'll make it for lunch or something. That'll work. The park is located after a brief loss of direction that I blame entirely on Emmy. She, of course, blames me. We find a spot beneath the tree and sit down. I lean back against the trunk. Emmy sits across from me. I guess we should have brought a blanket or something to sit on, huh? Just sit on my lap, Emmy. Emmy shrugs. Eat the noodles raw. Crunch, crunch, munch, munch. I don't mind. Neither do I. Emmy tosses me a package of bread and we dig in. Curry bread. Interesting. I guess I wasn't really paying attention to what I grabbed in the store. Hey, Hisao. You look like your bread's a little You look like your bread's a little spicy. I don't know why that sentence just looked wrong in my head. I shake my head, trying in vain to keep an image of manliness. Ah, Hisao, you can't handle the spice? You can't handle the spicy food? I've mentioned this on stream before. I'll mention it again. I love spicy food. Oh, it's so good. I don't really handle it very well. I sweat like it's no one's business. My mouth burns. I drink like gallons of water and other liquids in order to calm down the burning feeling in my throat. But oh, it's so good. Spicy food is good. That's what I'm saying. Spicy food is so good. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So I love pasta personally. Ah, yes. I mean, pasta's not bad. It reminds me, I gotta try to find some of those bulgogi or whatever it's called. It's a type of instant noodle where they're like really, really, really spicy broth, I guess we'll call it. And I gotta try it. It's super spicy. I gotta try it. I once accidentally brought one of the very spicy Korean noodles at an international market. I think I drank half a gallon of water after that law. I think you're talking about the same type of Korean noodles that I'm talking about. I want to get some of those. I want to suffer. I want the pain. I want to feel something, you know? It's hardly spicy at all. I see. That must be why your face has gotten so red. I can see the tears welling in your eye. Yes, exactly. The lack of spice has gotten my blood up. It was tasty but also painful. Loved it. Nice. Because of the disappointment. Emmy laughs and swallows the last of her bread. Well, if you can't handle it, I'll be glad to take it off your hands. You want to suffer, you should eat more carrots. Nah! Hey, just because you wolfed down yours so quickly doesn't mean I'm just gonna give you mine. Emmy mock pouts, causing me to nearly choke on my bread with laughter. Aw, come on, Isao. Aren't you supposed to be concerned with making sure I've got enough to eat now? We're dating, you know. Though, Emmy looks troubled all of a sudden. I can't say I feel any different. What do you mean by that? What makes this a date? It's just what we would have done anyway, really. That's what dates are, Emmy! She's learning. Give her a break, guys. She's learning. But this should feel different because before when we had lunch, we were friends. And now we're a level above friends. You sound like Rin. Laughter escapes and Emmy grins. Well, she might have put the thought into my mind. We've talked about that sort of thing before. Really? About me? Not really. Just stuff, really. Isao, you can't dig too deep into this. This is girl talk. You're a boy. You're not allowed to get into girl talk. They're not gonna let you in, buddy. Rin thinks that the change of a label from friend to girlfriend seems arbitrary most of the time. Yeah, sounds about right. Like there's no difference between the two. Emmy looking at your sandwich. Back off, Emmy! This sandwich is mine! I can think of at least one, you know. You don't tend to kiss your friends quite as much. Isao, you got something to say? You got something you gotta tell us, buddy? Have you been eyeballing Kenji's lips as much as... Finishing that statement. You're just hanging out with Kenji that, yeah, exactly. You're friends, right? You kiss your friends a bit, don't you? For the second time today, Emmy blushes slightly and giggles. I suppose you're right. Exactly, I'm always right about things like this. Emmy rolls her eyes and chuckles. Guess you're pretty smart, huh? I nod in agreement. Yep. Even Matos thinks so. He thinks I should go into some scientific study after graduation. Emmy raises an eyebrow. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm thinking I actually might just do that. Really, the more I consider the idea, the more it appeals to me. Make a mental note to look into it a little more closely. So what are you thinking of doing after graduation? Still planning on running? Emmy shrugs, seeming almost a bit hesitant. I don't know. If I'm good enough and I can find a team, I guess. You mean you aren't sure? I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. Really? You probably should, you know. Graduation isn't that far off. Emmy fidgets a little nervously. Yeah, well, it's far enough, right? Besides, I've got other things to think about. There's a mischievous flash behind Emmy's eyes, and I suddenly find myself gloriously pinned against the tree. She is so aggressive. Like making sure this is a real date, right? I mean, if we don't kiss, then it's not a date at all, right? I suppose so. Strawberries and curry. Got there with the strawberries! Buy a 3DS, you can play Tomodachi Life. I used to play Tomodachi Life. I had a copy back in the day. I did what everyone does on that game. I made a whole bunch of Miis on video game characters and whatnot, and then just watched them do dumb things. It was a good time. It was a good time. They should make another game like that. Strawberries and curry. Not the best combination, but I don't think I mind. The strawberries will haunt you. I'll never be able to look at strawberries ever again. At least, never the same way. Emmy sits back on my legs and grins again. There. Science would approve, right? I have the oddest mental image of Muto nodding seriously and making a mark on some checklist. I can't help laughing at the idea. Well, I'll admit, this is the first time I've ever witnessed a kiss being met with laughter. Should I feel offended? No. I'm sure science approves. I just imagine Muto looking over, checkboard in hand after making notes, and he just gives a thumbs up. Good job, son. Emmy beams at me, and I find it increasingly difficult to keep my brain functioning properly. I swear this is the second time I've seen this dialogue. Oh, good. It is at this point that I notice that Emmy has stolen the remainder of my curry bread while I was otherwise occupied with images of teachers wielding clipboards. You son of a... Hey! Emmy tries to look innocent, but considering she's just crammed the last bits of my bread into her mouth, it does not appear to be working. Oomph. Sorry. Viff. Thief! Thief! We got a lemon-stealing thief over here! A shrug from my companion is all I get in response. You used your feminine wiles on me. Don't start. You're starting to sound like Kenji there, Hisao. I wasn't that hungry anyway, but I still feel that the point needs to be made. Emmy seems confused by the phrase feminine wiles, but the understanding dawns on her features after a moment's thought. Wasn't anything of the sort. He is becoming Kenji. No! You are laughing. Feminine wiles don't involve laughing. Guess can't argue with that. That doesn't change your thievery. Emmy laughs my injured tone and gives me a playful shove. Fine, you can have the instant noodles. Are you kidding? That stuff's terrible. If anything, you should definitely eat it as punishment. Another laugh from the girl sitting on my legs. Both of which have fallen asleep by now. She just falls over. I twitch one leg to try waking it up, which has the unintended effect of unbalancing Emmy, who falls to the side with a startled eep. Whoops, sorry about that. Legs fell asleep on me. Emmy remains on the ground, giggling. I stand up, a little shakily, feeling the nerves in my legs.
Looks down from above and nods in approval. Well done, Hisao. Science approves.
You know, no, I'm not going to finish the sentence that I was thinking of. Probably for the best. I stand up a little shakily, feeling the nerves in my legs return to normal. My eyes wander over the scenery before fixing on the figure of Emmy, who has yet to get up. Her hair is splayed out around her head. Her arms are spread.
Finish the sentence or underscore age.
Do it! Finish the sentence. It was going to be something about studying procreation or whatnot. Yeah, it's not important. Don't worry your little head about it. Her hair is splayed out around her head, her arms are spread, and laughter is bubbling up through her mouth. Everything about Emmy seems condensed into this one image. Her energy, her spirit, her childish giggling. The urge to lay down on the grass with her rises swiftly from the back of my mind to the forefront of my thoughts. And indeed I am convinced that I would love nothing more than to do just that. However, another thought sits at the back of my mind. That of ticks. Get out of the goddamn grass, Emmy. This is terrible. Unfortunately, the sun is set, and it is probably time for us to get back to the dormitories. While Emmy may be happy to stay out here all night, I don't think I have that ability. Besides, homework soon beckons. It wouldn't make sense to start thinking about things like university and then slack off, would it? I extend a hand to Emmy to help her up. We should probably get going. Emmy makes a sour face. You're right. She grabs my proffered hand, and I pull her to her feet.
Do they
into a
tick
hug.
you off?
They can do a bit of snoo in the grass. They're in public, you sick They can't do that here. This time, I'm the one who kisses her, unable to resist having Emmy against me. To her feet? What? She's got more feet-like prosthetics on right now, that's all. Seems a shame to leave, you know? Yeah, it does. But if we don't get back to the school soon, we'll probably get into trouble. Emmy pokes me in the ribs playfully. And you need to do your homework, I'm sure. Public, private, what's the difference? In the eyes of the law, it's a pretty big difference. I throw my arm around her shoulders and we make the trek back to the school, accompanied by occasional bouts of laughter as our conversation jumps from subject to subject. Everything from running to school to the peculiar way that one of the cafeteria workers smells. All too soon we find out ourselves outside of the girls' dormitory building. Well, I guess I'll be going then. I guess so, huh? Emmy grins at me again with that mischievous look. Are you gonna be able to survive without me? I laugh. I'm sure I'll manage. Laws are just rules, and rules are meant to be broken. Listen, I know laws aren't perfect, but they, for the most part, exist for a reason, and a lot of it is to prevent people from being terrible. And to keep some semblance of order and justice in the world. One day you will answer for your sins, and God may not be so merciful. How terrible. Aren't you supposed to say something like, I'll be counting the seconds you're away? Nah, I don't think so. Emmy pulls me down into a quick goodbye kiss and steps back, looking unexpectedly shy. Thanks for dinner. I really had fun. What, justice and order? That doesn't exist! Humans made it up! It's all fake! It's all fake news! Honestly, I did. So did I. I think we shall have to do it again sometime. Emmy laughs at my deadpan delivery and nods. And see you bright and early tomorrow morning, right? It's all man-made. You've got to run off that bread after all. Of course, despite the fact that you ate most of it. Yes, despite that. See you later, Sal. As Emmy turns to head inside, I notice something weird. Something so weird that I'm surprised I didn't notice it early. Kenji was trailing us the whole time. He saw everything. He knows that we kissed. She's limping slightly, favoring the left leg. Hey, Emmy! Is your leg okay? Emmy looks confused, or at least fakes confusion. What are you talking about? Your right leg, you're limping. There's the briefest flash of concern on Emmy's face. Either she didn't want me to know, or she didn't think I'd notice. Or, I prefer to think, she just didn't realize it. Oh, that. She shrugs casually. Must have gotten knocked a little out of alignment during the picnic. No idea what would have caused that, of course. I think back to being pinned under the tree. Should have told me. We could have stopped and fixed it, you know. Emmy waves a hand airily. Nah, it's not that big a deal. Don't worry about it, okay, Hisao? That's fine. Why do I get the feeling that she's convincing herself as well as me? We're gonna save there. Probably need to anyway, because it's been a while. Let's see. Do we press her on the topic, or do we let it rest? We're having a pretty good day today, so it'd probably be alright to let it rest for now. On the other hand, we do have boyfriend status now, and could probably get away with pressing her on the matter. Rest. I don't remember if Wing of Shu has ever played this before. I don't remember if you ever said it. If you press Emmy, do strawberries come out? That's not what I was expecting. Nope. So rest is just your instinctual reaction. To be honest, I'd probably let it rest too. That being said, I am curious to press. I did press personally when I did it at first. Yeah? Alright. First date has a lot of room to go haywire. That is true. I think we're gonna let it rest. We've had a good day. We can always talk about it later. We're gonna let it rest for now. Oh, she's probably fine. I imagine she'd say something if it was really a problem. Heck, she'd probably get annoyed if I kept bringing it up. Now really, I need to get going. Your attempts to keep me around are doomed to fail. Of course. Just prolonging the goodbye, I suppose. Another grin lights up Emmy's face. Good night, Hisao. Good night. As she limps inside, I find myself hoping she's okay, despite her assurances that she's fine. Although bringing it up might make Kenji jealous. That's priority number one. Piss Kenji off. I think I can call this a successful first date. Hell, any day that ends with Emmy pinning me under a tree to kiss me can't be bad, can it? Head back to my room, mentally thank the gods that Kenji doesn't ambush me in the hallway, and get started on my homework. You should totally bring it up to Wing Nurse. Actually, not a terrible idea. Wing Nurse won't tell her, and you might give us some good information. The morning is far too early for my taste. Doesn't help that I had trouble sleeping last night. There were simply too many things to think about. My mind refused to slow down. There were so many strawberries. I wasn't counting sheep, I was counting strawberries. Instead, I replayed the rooftop, the park, and everything else over and over in my mind. There's a small part of my mind that is still paranoid that this has been some kind of joke. Is this some kind of twisted joke? That I'll meet up with Emmy at the track and she'll act like nothing happened yesterday. Pushing these thoughts to the back of my mind, I throw on my running clothes and open the door. Emmy's waiting for me with her usual smile. You're late. Or at least, you're not early today. Are you tired or something? Yes, I was mad. I find myself ruefully rubbing the back of my head. Something like that. Yeah. Lots to think about and all that. Emmy giggles at my mild understatement. Yeah, I didn't sleep that well either. I was actually glad you weren't early, because I wasn't early either. I wonder if the same thing kept us awake. The image of her weeping face passes through my mind. What kept you up? Emmy's expression falters, but she quickly notices my curiosity and forces a smile. Nothing important. She's obviously not telling me something. The question is, should I press the issue? Is this going to be another question? Nope, not quite. Something's clearly been bothering her for a while. I want to help her. But would it just come off as me being nosy? She's got to know I care about her, though. Are you sure? If something's bothering you, I'm here to help you sort it out. Emmy laughs. It's not her usual laugh. There's an edge to it that seems almost bitter. Sort it out? I'm not sure it can be sorted out, Isao. Unless you want to practice necromancy. An almost grim smile crosses her lips. That's like a smile of resignation. I don't think you could help me anyway. That hurts. I don't want to say that it hurts to her, but it does. Doesn't she realize I want to be there for her when things go wrong? Well, I won't push you on the matter. But I'm here for you if you decide later that you'd like to talk about it. It might help. I can see the debate raging behind Emmy's eyes. It seems like she wants to tell me, but she's not sure whether she can. Hey, forget about it for now, okay? We've got running to do. The mention of running, something that she can handle, brings Emmy back to her usual self. Right. Hurry up and stretch out. We've got to get moving. She takes off like a shot, far quicker than I'm used to. Still, I try to keep pace with her, recklessly testing my limits. No, I'm gonna die again! It gives me a feeling of freedom, like my heart is no longer important. I find myself wanting to laugh, filled with the feeling of moving beyond what I was once called my boundaries. The nurse's warnings to not overdo things echo in my mind, and I disregard them. This feeling I have, this willingness to risk a heart attack for something so trivial as a morning run, feels out of character for me. But is it? Or rather, should it be? I've got a weak heart, sure. It'll never be capable of the kind of speed and endurance Emmy's capable of. Though I probably wouldn't be able to get that good even if I had a healthy heart. As we round the final bend, I feel my legs screaming in protest. But for the first time, I ignore them. I accelerate to finish at a sprint, nearly catching up to Emmy. That was never going to happen, of course. Still, I feel surprisingly good. Oh, sure, my legs feel like they're about to catch fire and I'm having trouble staying upright. But there's been a shift of some sort today. And it's all thanks to the girl grinning at the finish line, waiting for me. That felt a little faster than usual. My comment is met with a grin and a shrug. Can't have you think I was gonna go soft on you now, can I? But you managed to handle it just fine. So this is the dark timeline. I guess so. Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Still feeling the high from the run and moved by a surge of gratitude, I seize Emmy in a hug. Thanks. Really, I'm not just saying that. I'm in your debt. Emmy seems flustered by my words, squirming uncomfortably. Don't be silly, Hisao. Someone had to haul you out here, didn't they? And it's not like you're not doing anything for me, right? I needed a running partner, remember? If she can go soft, you can go hard. You know what that's for. I shake my head. And I shake my head at you, Wing of Shu. Still pointedly not letting go of Emmy, who stops squirming and merely looks up to me with a quickly deepening blush that almost seems out of character. No, that's not true. You wanted a running partner, but you didn't need one. If I hadn't shown up the day after the festival, you would still run, right? But it doesn't work the other way around. I only managed to make it out a few times before the festival. And without you, I probably wouldn't have made it out at all after that. Emmy smiles at me and prods my chest with one finger. You are pretty lazy, Hisao. Hey, I was giving you a compliment! Well, you're welcome, I guess. I'll pay you back somehow. Oh, well... That's not necessary, you know. I think I did the wrong voice on one of those. I mean, I kinda like you, Hisao. Kinda, really? Being able to run with you in the mornings isn't exactly a bad deal for me either. So... For someone who gets so much praise, she seems unused to gratitude. I can't think of anything else to say, so we fall silent. I become aware of Emmy's breathing, of the dampness of her clothing, and of the scent of her. If you say strawberries one more time, I'm going to scream. Coming off of anyone else, it would stink. Coming off of Emmy, it fits her in a way nothing else could. Her skin is cool, slick with sweat, and a breeze causes goosebumps to rise. Good job. You didn't mention strawberries, probably because she just smells like sweat, which, you know, is what it is. Okay, whew! We dodged that one. Almost without thinking about it, I lean down and meet Emmy's mouth, which has already moved to meet my own. Her lips are soft, and she hums happily as we kiss, sending vibrations from her mouth to mine. There's a startling rightness to everything about this moment. We fit one another perfectly. The kiss ends, and I finally let my arms drop back to my sides. Emmy is smiling warmly at me and giggles again. Come on, Hisao, we'd better go see the nurse. Then it happens. The heart. Oh wait, nope. It wasn't me, it was her! Oh my! Oh, it's turnabout! The first time we went running, I almost died. And now... Oh, she's not doing so hot. As she turns to begin walking, she gives out a tiny yelp and stumbles forward. Emmy! I leap to steady her and notice with some concern that she's favoring the same leg as last night. Your leg! Emmy seems panicked and pushes away from me. It's fine! My expression must seem hurt because she hastens to apologize. Sorry. Didn't mean to push you like that. I was just... She stumbles for something to say. It's nothing, really. Hey, don't worry about it. She's so flustered, I decide to shrug the whole thing off. But there's a cold feeling in the pit of my stomach now that won't go away. I try to step in and help her, and she pushed me away. Smiling, I shove those thoughts to the back of my mind and concentrate on Emmy. I just don't want you getting hurt, that's all. You don't have to worry about me, honest. I'm fine. Yes, you say that, but I don't believe you. Keep worrying about you regardless, and not saying anything yesterday just makes me feel guilty about today. I should have at least asked. She have reacted the same way last night? Guess I'll never know now. I hope that's not the game trying to guilt me into picking the wrong... because I picked the wrong option. No, I think we picked the right option, actually. I'm still trying to sort out what happened on the track as we arrive in front of the nurse's office. Emmy raises her hand to knock, hesitates, and turns to me, smiling guiltily. Hey, can you do me a favor? Of course. Can you tell the nurse that I'll see him later? I just remembered that I've got some stuff to take care of before class. So I really need to get moving. I peer at her closely, and she fidgets under my stare. Yeah, she's clearly just avoiding the nurse. A leg of hers. Well, whatever. I said I'd help, and so I will. I'll make damn sure she sees the nurse before the day's out. Yeah, okay. I'll let him know. Emmy looks like I've just given her a pony on Christmas. Let's go, pony! Thank you so much. You're the bestie, Sal. I'm rewarded for my complicity in her lie by a kiss that makes it all worth it. Or so I tell myself. As Emmy heads out of the building, trying hard not to let her limp show, I knock on the door of the office. Ah, Hisao, come on in. I don't see Emmy with you. She's not sick again, is she? From the tone of his voice, I don't think the nurse is expecting me to say, yes, she's ill. She said that she'd forgotten to do something, so she had to skip out, but she'll see you later today. Look at my horse is a man. The nurse heaves an exasperated sigh. Honestly, that girl. She's been avoiding me. Yesterday, she was in and out of here without even taking off her prosthetics, and now this. Well, at least it's not just me Emmy doesn't want worrying. That's a comfort, I guess. Still, I feel like I should say something about her leg. I said I'd lie for her, but she really needs to see him. Give it a lick. It tastes like strawberries. Now that you mention it, she was limping pretty badly today. And last night as well. There's his eyes narrow at the words, last night. And what exactly were you two doing last night? We were, on a date. Smooth. The nurse raises his eyebrows as if surprised. Really? Interesting. Huh? Oh, nothing. His gaze turns thoughtful, and then he grins at me. You don't think you could use some of that boyfriend charm to get her to come see me today, could you? Of course. I was planning on doing that anyway. I think she's really hurt and just pretending she isn't. Yes, she does that. Afraid I'll make her stop running. Will you? I don't like to, but if it's bad enough that she's been limping, well... I guess I'll have to see what's wrong for myself before I make that call. I see. Emmy, not allowed to run? Perish the thought. I don't know if she'd be able to function without running. No wonder she's reluctant to admit anything's wrong. Well, I'll make sure she sees you. Good. Oh, and before I forget... He grins at me again in what feels like a vaguely threatening manner. Don't forget that I know what medications you're on. You be careful around Emmy. Got it? Wow. He looks serious, too. Got it. On a date, making her limp at night. No, it's not like that. It's not like that at all. Don't hurt Emmy. Wouldn't dream of it. Grand. I'd hate for you to be late. Huh? Late. As in the late Hisao Nakai. Oh! He's threatened to kill us! He frowns briefly, dissatisfied. Sounded better in my head. Well, at any rate, get out of here before you miss your first class. You've got things to do, I'm sure. Shoo! As I leave, I notice the nurse pulling out his phone and dialing a number. He's calling Emmy's mom. Maiko, your daughter's being a pain in the ass again. I better head back to my room, or I really will be late. Hey, wasn't he supposed to check my heart rate? Oh no, I'm gonna die because he didn't check my heart rate! The lunch bell sounds, and I bring myself out of the stupor I slipped into during the morning classes. My lack of sleep last night, coupled with the increased pace of this morning's run, has left me a little exhausted. Calling a hitman. I guess her mom could be a hitman in a sense. Despite that, I find myself skipping stairs up to the roof. There's a thrill of excitement now, in addition to the pleasure one gets from eating lunch with one's friends. True, both Emmy and Ren are still my friends, but Emmy has become more than that now. Is back in her I just gotta notice that, Ow! I think stream disconnected. It might be back. Did stream DC? Question mark. Is back. I can't tell. It still looks like it's good. It was a bit wobbly. Okay. I gotta, hold on a second. I gotta reconnect VTS Pog, so I gotta get us our Angie speaking back. That disconnects if there's a hiccup like that. Alright, sorry about that. Back to where we were before. Rin is back in her usual spot on the roof, almost as if she'd never been absent. Something about this frame is funny to me. That was the best test to see if Angie worked. No! No, Stern! No! No! I don't think the stream can take another hit! You can't do this to me! Oh, it's just one. Okay, that's not so bad. Well, let's wait. I have no idea how long it's going to take, by the way.
Underscore orange burn. Orange burn. Underscore burn. Burn.
Well, that answers that question. She's working. Anyway. Feeling better, Rin, I take it? No, she's just... As this is just her regular standing sprite, rotated with some drop shadow added behind it. It's perfect. It's perfect. I love it. A raised eyebrow is my reward for speaking. Better than what? Better than you felt yesterday. Rin gives my question some serious thought. I'm not sure. I think I might have felt rather good for some of yesterday, but it's all fuzzy. Too much cold medicine? Well, I was asleep, and that usually is pretty good. But I can't remember what it feels like to be asleep because I'm not conscious for it. That's a real problem. Then again, if I know how good it felt, I might not sleep anymore. But this way I keep on trying, so I guess that's how I can keep on from being overtired. An eternal mystery to keep you sleeping at night? Maybe mystery's the wrong word. Intangibility might be the proper way to describe it. I see. No, I don't see it at all. I have no idea what she's talking about, but that's okay, since I rarely do. Do you remember what sleeping feels like? Like yesterday. Do you remember what you felt like sleeping yesterday? Well, actually, I didn't get a lot of sleep yesterday. Maybe that's because you remember subconsciously. Actually, I think I was worrying about Emmy. Doesn't Emmy worry enough about herself? I hadn't considered that, but it gives me pause. True, but would she ask for help if she needed it? Rin frowns and I raise an eyebrow. Will I get a proper answer? Probably not. Is there something she should be asking for help with? Her leg, for starters. He didn't get a lot of sleep because of Emmy. That's not even wrong. This seems to catch Rin's interest. Her leg? It's hurt, but you won't see the nurse about it. You know why it's difficult to argue with Lily? Because it's very difficult to get her to see things your way. I don't know why I used that sound board, to be honest, but I did. Rin shakes her head in disapproval. You have to make her. Like she makes me go to class, for her own good. Otherwise, she could lose her legs again, and that's just too weird. Losing things twice. Especially if you don't find them again to begin with. Unless prosthetics are the same as finding something. But that's a different kind of lost, isn't it? I think so. I wonder. Wonder
For that
what?
joke, I should do an emote spam.
You should not do that, perhaps. Emmy seems to have snuck up on Rin and me, though Rin doesn't seem especially surprised, which is itself unsurprising, I suppose. Well, I wasn't expecting anything, so it doesn't really count. Rin manages to sit herself upright quite expertly, throwing her upper body forward and using her momentum to right herself. Your leg, how's it feel? That earns me a frown and a bit of a glare. It's okay, I think. Not worth worrying about. Tell that to the nurse. Sal, you're bad at this. Is the stream lagging for everyone? Is it just me? No, it's not just you. Patience. Stream troubles. I don't know what going on. Task manager, tell me How's your performance doing? Or your stream should be attending this school too. No. I can't even get Task Manager to tell me what the network speed's going right now. Oh, that's not good. We're dropping frames left and right. I'm gonna preemptively save either way. And it's not getting better. Okay, it's good. Is it good? It's still showing it's like, I'm still dropping frames over here on my end. Yeah, pray for stream health. You're fine now. I mean, am I? Oh, hold on. I think we're recovering. Are we back? Are we all good? No. I really don't know what's happening. This sucks. Damn it. All right.